Good afternoon. Sorry about my back. You see my back, but you see me now. What have I got to show you today? Well, I've not had any Sue this week. I presume she's either been working or she's been delayed. Today I've got little Gigi because his parents have gone hiking because it's been an absolutely beautiful day. Cold because it's spring, isn't it? But just laughing at Gigi, he's jumping up on the chair. So if you hear any frantic little yapping noises, it's Miladio. I've just given them the dinner, so maybe they'll be quiet for a little while. Right, what have I had today? Well, not today, this week really, since I saw you last. Some nice big buttons. Yeah, I got them. Oh, he's now going to start barking because there's 3 people walking down the street. Oh, he's been very good actually. He's not actually barking, but he probably will in a minute. Talking about buttons, remember when I didn't like the buttons on this lilac one? Well, I've actually changed them. I'm still not happy, but I cannot get any lilac-y buttons this right size. They're all too bright, too whatever. So I decided to put the mother of pearl, but obviously imitation mother of pearl. If they were mother of pearl, I would have to charge a fortune for the actual neck warmer. But imitation mother of pearl's now gone on there. And something else that you've seen before, this Janico set, I've put her a different brooch on it because the one that I had on before was really small and it wouldn't stay fastened. So this is her cowl shawl, which you've seen before, and but I've actually finished its beret. There we go, it's finished its beret. Got a bit of elastic in. So you can wear it as like a slouchy or whatever, yeah. But we'll see how it goes. I actually bought a pattern the other day. Oh, where are we going? Lost my patterns. Oh, if I get cut off in my prime, I'm warning you because I'm not sure how much battery life is actually left on the camera. I need to check can't find the darn pattern now. I forgot to check it before we started. I'm sure I had it in this book. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I bought a pattern from I don't know whether I bought it or whether it was free, but I got it from Craftsy. That's this pattern here. It's by it says Hand Knitted Things, and it was done on one of these wiggly wires, otherwise known as a circular needle, and I hated every minute of knitting it. Now I know you're probably going to say it's because I got cheap needles, but I didn't see much point in buying Chiagoos or whatever they're called, Knit Pros, whatever, just to make a cowl when I had the feeling I wouldn't like knitting anyway. Not that I don't like knitting, I just can't knit down here. I've got to knit with one needle under my arm. I can go like the clappers when I'm going like that, but when I'm knitting down here, it's so wrong. I do like the actual cowl. It's very nice and it's very stretchy, which you don't really kind of get with the crocheting. But obviously super chunky or whatever it is, well, it's actually 5 strands, but 5 strands of whatever it was supposed to be is obviously thicker than 5 strands of the UK. I mean, I had to actually do more rows on it, but yeah, it's come out wider. So I don't really know what went on there. It said it was 24 inches, but then again, it is 24 if you measure that bit. But if it was only 24 all the way around, it would only look like that. So I think the measurements are wrong somewhere. But anyway, there we go. I have been buying some patterns from a lady called Paulette Woodall. I got them off Etsy. She's called A Piece of Crochet on her page. And I got this one, which is called a bridal shawl, I think. Oh no, crochet lace shell triangle shawl is what I made. that one there. But once again, it says to use a worsted weight, so obviously my using the double knitting, I knew that it would be smaller. Now I quite like it actually because it's nice, and it's like you know, a neckerchief, whatever you want to call it. And I just made it in acrylic just to try it out really. I didn't want to use any high quality wool just in case it didn't turn out right. I mean, I quite like it. It doesn't look anything like the pattern because the pattern's obviously a lot longer, which it might have been. But I'm not too sure actually, because it does decrease quite rapidly. Unless I read the pattern wrong. But you know me, I do it my own way anyway when I get fed up with it. I've also bought some more of her patterns here, which is, now this one is a short one. It's called Dewdrop Shawl Cowl. Again, it's by Paulette Woodall. Called a piece of crochet, but I mean, the shape of it is, you can't see it very well, but the shape of that is, you know, very sort of short, and that's definitely like a short scarfy cowl. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with the pink one. And then I've also got this from her, which is Cloudburst Crop Sweater. Now, whilst I do like this one, I think I might have to do it, put some kind of a body on it if it was for me. You know, anything that stops sort of here. I always try to pull it down over my bust, which doesn't work because it flirts up again. So I think that I would have to put a bit of something extra on the bottom of it for me. And then there's another one, again that's Paulette Woodall. And again this one is called Winterberry Shawlette Scarf, so I presume this one's another shortish one, which I haven't yet tried. It says, this one says it's 8 ply weight, whatever that is. We don't have all these weights in the UK. We have double knitting, we have Aran, we have chunky. We have super chunky, but obviously our super chunky is nowhere near as thick as your super chunky, because my little finished jacket turned out half the size it should have been. This is a Stephen B pattern, by the way. It's a paid for pattern, but it's Stephen B. There we go. I quite like that. I'm going to have to adjust it to make it either bigger for me or find some super chunky wool. But see, the super chunky wool seems to be twice as expensive. And if I'm making it, you know, to sell on, I just can't do it that way because it just costs me too much money. And if I put on just a small amount for myself for knitting it, it still works out a little bit dear when you put it on Etsy and people go, how much? I mean, the main query at the moment with me on Etsy seems to be postage. But I'm not out to make any profit with the postage. I just have to charge what it costs me to post it. And I'm sorry, but it does cost me an awful lot to post things to the US. People query it all the time, you know. One lady said to me, $17 to post? And I said, well, all I can do is weigh it and tell you a different, you know, price range, you know, for it. But, I mean, there is me putting it in a bag, me doing all this, that and the other with it, me walking up to the post office with it, etc. So, I mean, although I don't want to make a profit on it, I don't want to, you know, not have anything at all. I found another pattern as well, I think this was, I'm not sure if this was a paid for pattern or a free one. It's Cascade Yarns, it's called a weekend sweater. It's very, very plain, which is what I like really. If I'm going to knit again, it's just got one button fastening on it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that one. And this is a paid for pattern. This is one of Doris Chan's. You get it through Tacky Stacey Charles. I mean, you know me, I have to have anything that is by Doris Chan, I have to buy it. I'm just a Doris Chan groupie. This one I bought as well. This one is a very winter cable capelet. And I don't know whether the mittens are on with it as well, but I'm not sure. Again, it's something that I haven't started, obviously, otherwise I would show it to you if I started it. This was one of the ones that were, I don't know whether you voted online for the, oh, I don't know who it was with now. But anyway, you had to vote which of these two designs you liked best and that. And I don't think this one was the one that won actually, but it was the one I liked the best. So I bought that one. And I also bought this one because I thought that was really pretty. Again, I can't show you anything because I haven't done anything yet. As usual, my pattern eyes are far larger than my hook. And then that one is called the, oh, this one was called, sorry, I didn't tell you what it was called, did I? White Winter Neck Warmer, and it was by, oh dear, don't know who it was by. Wish they put it in big letters. I could find it. Can't find it. But I'm sure I got that off either Etsy or Craftsy. I started looking on Craftsy. They do have some free patterns on Craftsy if you're interested. I don't know about knitted ones, but they've definitely got some crochet ones. And then this one's a Clara slouchy hat and neck warmer. And who's this one by? Oh, I wish they would put it down. Wish they would put on. You know, who makes them? Oh, it just says handmade 2014, so maybe that's the name of the person who designed the hat. Who knows? Who knows? It's a hat and like kind of a neck warmer with neck warmer with buttons on. Right, the last thing I've got to show you is I've actually finally finished. It's been finished about a week actually. All it wanted was the sleeves just stitching up and the ends, you know, the tails, sorry there. So Nancy, if you're watching, it's all finished for you. I'll be posting that. And this is the, I think it's Cinnabar. It's out of the Doris Chan book anyway. It's from the Everyday Crochet book. I've knitted a lot of these. And one of the ones I'm going to do next for myself, I just saw it this morning actually, it was on YouTube. I think she's called Oona, O-O-N-A. She's got a video on about how to crochet this top-down cardigan in a V-stitch, and I quite like that as a nice, quick, easy cardigan, you know, for me. Because, you know, I like me quick cardigans for me. This one I love, but it's a tiny little bit short. Because I do like things to cover my derriere, you know, because it's a bit big. So I like to have this illusion that I look a bit slimmer if things are a bit longer. It's a load of codswallop, but if it keeps me happy, it keeps me happy. There's not a lot I've got to tell you. I've had no appointments yet, you know, for the skin specialist. Well, he's an ulcer specialist for my legs. Yeah, I've not had an appointment for that. Nor the dietitian. The only appointment I've got is for the chiropodist. That's next week. My niece is off school. When I say off school, she's not at school. She's a teacher. You know, well, she's a deputy head teacher. She's off school next week, so we're going. Promised me a trip to Manchester, so I can hire a scooter. You know, at the disability place. I've got to find out when I'm not having GG, and then I can ring them up, you know, to secure a scooter for myself. I won't stay down long because I can't stay down, you know, leave Buster. As you know, his problems holding his water. Well, not all else I've got to say, really. It's been a beautiful day today, almost spring-like. It's been lovely. I managed to have the patio door on for a couple of hours, and that was nice. Had to shut it now, though, because it's gone very cold. But I think that's all I've got to say. Do you like my jug with my knitting needles in it? These are just a few. These are my working needles. I've got a lot of other sizes floating about other places. And, you know, those are just what I've got around and about, yeah. So what am I going to crochet next? And maybe I'll go and start that cardigan for myself by Una's. Watch her video, get that bit started. Because I should imagine once you get started going downward, you know, you don't really need to keep there sitting there with the video. That's my problem when I'm watching YouTube videos, is because I crochet in this room where the TV is. And my PC is in there. And I don't have a fancy phone, tablet or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Oh, another thing I'm thinking of doing is I was watching Margaret Orlando, you know, Sheepishly Sharing. And she's been making some fingerless mittens on her little Addy. Well, I put my Addy away because it just wasn't being used and it was just collecting dust. So I might get the little one back out again and out of its box and set it up again and have a go at making some fingerless mittens. Because my hands, I don't know how to tell you, I suffer with osteoarthritis and my bones hurt so much if it's cold. All the way up my bones hurt. And so I like a bit of warmth, you know, like the fingerless mittens that come. I obviously need fingerless mittens and not gloves, because if you you ever try crocheting in gloves, you can't do it, can you? So I'm desperate to try. So if you've got an Addy machine, take a look at Margaret's video because it looks really good. And also I've been watching quite a few videos. I wish I could remember. I've got a brain like a sieve, absolutely like a sieve. I've been watching quite a few YouTube videos. I love watching them. I wish I had a laptop and then I could actually watch them while I do things. I'm just smiling because the lad across the road, he's only just come in, him and his wife, but already he's in his pyjamas. He's just come out the door in his pyjamas. But you want to be comfy? You want to be comfy? I mean, yesterday I got up and I just threw yesterday's clothes on. And then when I had a shower, then something happened and then something happened and then something happened. And then by the time I went up to have my shower, I looked at the clock and I thought, oh, sod this. So, sorry, swearing. And I put my nightie on and my dressing gown on. So it was completely, I thought there's no point putting clothes on at this time of the day. So I just shut the curtains too so people wouldn't know I was in my dressing gown. But when it's cold and that, it's so nice to be snuggled up nice and warm and, you know. So I'm just smiling at Gigi sat on my chair going to sleep. And Buster's gone to sleep in his bed. So it's all nice and peaceful in the world. They're like babies, you know, you feed them and then you put them down and they go to sleep. It's great. Should feed them all day long. No, not really. But they've been playing together well. Yeah, they always do. They get on so well together, it's amazing. Anyway, I think that's about it. Oh, I haven't been good. I ordered some yarn online on eBay. 2 lots that'll be coming shortly, but they were such a bargain. I mean, if you remember, my stash is not my stash per se. It belongs to what I think that will make something nice to put on my Etsy shop. So yes, my stash may be disgustingly large, but it's not. I don't have a local wool shop. I've got to go either order online or try to get into Manchester, but then I've only got Abercorn, which is basically a fabric shop that sells a little bit of wool. Or I've got to go to Bury, where there is one wool shop, but that also sells crafts and stuff like that as well as the wool. And then there's a market store that sells wool, but that's only there 3 days a week. And he's great. He deals with, you know, the bargain prices for everything. But occasionally he does get packs. I suppose they're nearer to what you would call clearance, or what you call mill ends, or what. They come in packs and they don't have a label, but you can tell it's been good wool. And occasionally you can buy, I can find something in the packs that I like. You have to buy the full pack. You can't buy just balls of it, you have to buy the pack. But I haven't been able to go up to Bury Market. That's something that's, you know. I had to choose when I got my scooter. I had to choose between getting a large scooter, which would go up my hill, and I could shop around in the village and put on my, it would hold my week shopping. Or a smaller scooter which would fit on the tram, but I would struggle to get up the hill with. So as my son said, you know, make your mind up, Mum, which do you want most? So of course I thought, really I need shopping locally. That's my most. So as I say, I'm really lucky I can hire, well not hire, I can get a scooter through the mobility in Manchester, and I can get one in Bury if I do get to the places. But my problem is getting up to, getting there. I would either have to try and go on my crutches up to the tram stop, which means I'm knackered before I get there, and it also means that I can't carry anything back if I buy anything. So I really don't go much. I would love to go to Bury Market again because they have great fish market, meat market, and they also they have this wool stall that has these, well, you would call them mill ends, but they're just clearance packs, yeah, without a label on. You have to guess what they are. Anyway, I think I'm waffling now, so I think it's time for me to go and perhaps sort myself out some dinner, although I'm not particularly hungry. We had scrambled egg on toast for our lunch, so I think it rather filled me up a bit, so I'm not feeling very hungry at the minute. So I'm not dieting because I can't diet, I'm just the world's worst at dieting. I'm just trying to eat when I'm hungry. But my main thing is eating the right things, which I don't do. I don't eat huge meals, but I will graze the whole day long if I won't watch myself. I'm never hungry for a big meal. I'm always just peckish, you know. When you're peckish, you just want something to nibble, don't you? And unfortunately, mine's usually crisps, or chips as you would call them. Anyway, that's about it. I'm not going to waffle at you anymore. I'm going to go now. I'm going to probably make myself a drink of coffee while I think about whether I need my dinner yet or not, and decide what I'm going to start grocerying next. So, bye all. Close up view of me. Not very nice. Bye bye.